If your social media strategy wasn't top of mind at the start of 2021, I get it. There was quite a lot going on in the world back in January this year, so it's 100% understandable if your social strategy shifted down the priority list. But now we're nearly halfway through the year and you hopefully have a bit more breathing space. It's not too late to level up your 2021 social media strategy. So in this video, I'm sharing 5 social media strategy tips that are going to get you out of the creative rut and help your brand thrive this year. Stay tuned to find out the one strategy that the most successful content creators in 2021 have in common. Welcome to the Agorapulse UK and Ireland channel. I'm your host, Natalie Haley. Now we're going to get your creative juices flowing again. We've all been in a bit of a pandemic panic over the last few months, and when you're stressed, your creativity is one of the first things to take a hit. But with a bit of concerted effort, you can drag yourself out of a creative rut and find your joy in content creation once again. So where to start? Well, remember that inspiration comes in many forms. So immerse yourself in other people's creativity. Just as a painter might take inspiration from other artists, or writers tend to be avid readers, it's a good idea to surround yourself with incredible content that sparks your own ideas and content creators that inspire you. But it's also worth looking at non-related types of creativity too. Now, you might find the idea for your next social media post in a song, a poem, or a work of art. Surround yourself with creativity of all kinds and be open to whatever it's trying to teach you. Now, next up is the one thing that you should focus on if you want to get the most from your social media this year. Focus on relationships. Now, the most successful content creators this year will be those that focus on building relationships. When it comes to content, there's nothing wrong with creating instructional posts, how-tos, and thought leadership pieces. But it is important to remember that you're primarily not there to teach. You're there to build a community, to foster relationships, and to connect with others. So think about how you could create content that starts conversations, how to make automated messages more personal and unique, and how you can use your social media to increase personal interactions and nurture genuine relationships. Now, there's more about how to fast track relationship building in a good way later in this video, so stay tuned. And if you want to read a blog all about what we're talking about today in this video, you can grab a link to that in the description below. Now, tip number 3 is the new perspective that's going to give every content creator a serious boost. Remember, you can't see the label from inside the jar. Now, often we're just too close to our own business and our own brand. For example, we know what we want to stand for, what our values are, and how we want to be seen by our customers, but we don't necessarily know how people outside of our business bubble actually see us. We can't see the label from inside the jar, and that's why it can be incredibly helpful to seek an outside perspective. So if you're a business owner and you want to inject some new life into your social strategy, you might want to look into working with an outside agency. And if you're an agency providing marketing or branding services and you feel hesitant about sharing all of your expertise with your clients in case they decide that they can DIY it in the future, it's worth remembering that you don't just provide strategy or theory. Your perspective as a company outsider is equally invaluable. Live video, it's not going anywhere. If you want to supercharge your social strategy, live video is the place to start. Now, I know you've been hearing and possibly ignoring this social media advice for years, but I promise you, live video's popularity isn't going anywhere. It's truly one of the best ways of fast tracking the know, like, and trust factor that's so important in marketing. The renewed focus on creating relationships we talked about earlier, well, live video and the way it allows you to interact and connect with your audience in real time is one of the easiest ways to make this happen. And if you've been putting it off because you feel apprehensive about putting yourself out there, don't panic. No one gets it right all of the time, even the people who've been doing live video forever. And audiences are far more forgiving than you might think. And finally, find out why, even though live video might be an amazing strategy, text posts are far from over. So create text posts on LinkedIn. Okay, so I know I've just been singing the praises of live video, but there's still plenty of room for text-based posting in your social strategy, particularly if you're a fan of LinkedIn. In research conducted by Agorapulse's very own Scott Ayres, it emerged that on LinkedIn, text posts actually get up to 1,000% more views than photos or links. And the key to making it work for you is to post something that starts a conversation. So a question, a surprising statement, something that's going to hook readers and have them turn the comment section of your post into a kind of mini chat room. Because LinkedIn wants users to stay on the platform. They'll reward you for keeping people interested. by pushing your post out to a wider audience and increasing the chances of your post going viral. So with half of 2021 still to come, you have plenty of time to take another look at your social strategy and see if you can level up your results by trying at least one of the tips here. So which one is it going to be? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time.